Ellen, and this is Maximum Cross Stitch Power Hour. It's going to be maximum, it's going to be cross stitch, but I don't think it will be an hour, although I do have a lot to talk about today. This is a channel about cross stitch, a little bit of life, but mostly about the stitching. How are you? It's been about 2 months, almost exactly 2 months. Yeah, 2 months and a day since I last filmed. No excuse, just lazy. How are you? Have you been having a good summer? I've been having a very excellent summer, very lazy. Not doing much, but just hanging out, stitching, the usual. My cat is doing something bad in there, but I'm just going to ignore that. And I hope that you will too. This is going to be awkward because I kind of forget how to do this. So there might be a lot of editing and stuff. Anyway, you don't care. You're here for the stitching. Let's start with some stitchy kindness that I got from Lynn. Lynn won a giveaway that I did for my 5,000 subscribers. And as a thank you, she sent me this adorable little needle case from the attic. And the funny thing is that I love to stitch. I don't know how she knew, but you know, total kismet. And you keep your needles in there or your business cards, but because I'm not a business lady, I'll put needles in there. So thank you, Lynn. I also had a birthday recently, and the lovely Cindy C Stitches on Instagram. Everyone who's a Flosstuber knows her because she's always so positive and happy and leaves such nice comments, and Flosstubers kind of love her. And I am no exception. I love her. And for my birthday, she sent me linen. She sent me linen. It's called Christmas Pines 40 Count from the Dixie Sampler. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Let me just take it out of the package. Look at how pretty this is. I may have to go and order a big schlack of this because I don't have any of this kind of color, and I like it. It's kind of a greeny brown. It feels really good. So thank you, Cindy. You're awesome. She's one of my OG bits on the side. We like her just fine. Thanks, Cindy. Our friend Gwyneth, and I think if you watched any of my Flosstube friends, then you'll have seen these. She sent me a Canada needle minder to remind me that I'm Canadian, because sometimes I forget, and I think that I'm Norwegian. And this needle bling for the Joan Sands stitch along that we're taking part in. I haven't put it on yet because I wanted to show it, so I haven't really stitched on it much anyway. Sorry, Gwyneth. But this is going on as soon as this uploads because it's pretty. Look at that. Thanks, Gwyneth. For my birthday, I had a birthday. I'm 55. How did that happen? This isn't stitchy, but my husband gave me this, and you need to see this. Look at this crazy doll. It's made with wires, so you can sort of bend it a little bit. Look at these little fingers. All the stitching on that finger, those fingers. And there, look at the stitching on the shoes. And look at this little purse. It has a zipper that opens up the purse. It's important that I show you. See, the purse opens up. I think it's like a little, like a merce, like a man bag, because I think this is a guy. Or someone who identifies as male, or likes to dress like this. And he's got a plaid shirt, and he's kind of a hipster. I believe his name in the shop is Gordon, but we've changed it to Stuart. The shop is called Good and Strange, and I'll link it below, and they have amazing, amazing, funky dolls like this. So yeah, this is Stuart from my husband. He's a koala. Hi, Nikki. How are you? Hi, Cathy. How you doing? Down under. Recognize me? Anyway, thank you, husband. And last but certainly not least, for my birthday, my friend Ryan. Have I mentioned that I have a friend named Ryan? I don't know if I have. He made me a project bag and a little coordinating notions pouch. And as you all know, I love blue willow patterns, blue and the white dish patterns that the ubiquitous dish patterns. So he went on to Spoonflower and made this for me. But it's Calamity Wear blue willow. So see, there's a monster, and there's a pterodactyl, and another monster, and where's something else? Oh, there, look at this guy. Oh, isn't that fabulous? It's got a little pocket on the outside. It has, look at the inside, it has a coordinating pocket on the inside with this beautiful fabric, coordinating fabric liner. And then the matching little thing for my accoutrements. And he also included purse sprinkles, because all 55-year-old grannies need candy in their purse. A thing of tea that I probably won't drink, but whatever, thanks Ryan. And this amazing threadworks that I have never tried, but now must. It's very fine. The color is that color. I don't know what color it is. It's kind of a light straw gold. It's like the color of my hair now that I've had my hair colored. Oh, it is. It's the color of my hair. So thanks, Ryan. I love it. I love it. I love it. I put my my birthday start in this. More on that later. Just kidding. I love the tea, Ryan, and I will drink it. All right. Next, works in progress. I started a stitch along with Ellen Chester. She contacted me and said, hey, do you want to do this with me? Because it's an Ellen chart. It's Ellen Norris, 1826. I think you've probably all seen this by now. And when Ellen Chester asks you to, if you want to take part in a stitch along with her, you don't say no. So I said, for sure. So here's my measly little start on it. I'm using the called for, no, I'm not. I'm trying to do a Leo and Roxy conversion, but I'm not happy with the linen and thread combination, and there is a crap ton of overone in this. So this project might be going in a little timeout for a while, because there's a lot more overone than I thought. And the colors aren't quite what I had hoped they would be, the called for colors. But I got this much done, and I like the gold and the green, dark green together. Those are Leo and Roxy colors. But look at that little overone. I don't think it's focusing. It doesn't need to focus. And this is on 36 count linen. I don't know if that's weeks or where I got it, maybe XJU, I don't know. It doesn't say who the dyer is. I got it from Kitten Stitcher. But yeah, that's my measly little start on Ellen Norris. What's next in the pile? Oh, here's my birthday start. I don't have the chart up here, but I'll insert a picture of it here. This is Mary Griffiths. This is my birthday start. A few of you are joining in with me, and this is my project progress so far. I love it. I just love it. The colors are crazy. And Stacy, 911 Stitcher, is doing this as well, and she's working on the flowers now, and she was talking in her last video about how bananas these flowers are. And they are. I mean, this looks more like a pomegranate or something. But yeah, I'm thinking Mary dropped acid before she did this. And part of one side of the border is different than the rest. She was trying to trick us up. But yeah, I love it. The colors are amazing. That bird is fantastic. Get a little closer. I'm hoping that's focusing. And I love that it's the text is in the original Welsh. And if you go to Mama Loves You GB, Michelle's YouTube, I'll link it below. She, as a treat for me, she had a native Welsh speaker speak the text in Welsh and then translate it into English so we could know what it said. And that was such a lovely, lovely treat. So thank you, Michelle. I think everybody enjoyed that. That man's voice was delightful. Yeah, so that's Mary Griffith. Good fun. What's this? Oh, the Modern Folk Embroidery 2021 Fruit of Plenty sale that so many of us are doing. I'll insert a picture of the finished product here. If you've been living under a rock, maybe you haven't seen it, but yeah, everyone's seen it. So this is my progress. I am caught up and I'm anxiously awaiting August's release in a couple of days. I haven't put the initials in here yet. I'll do that later. But yeah, I'm excited to see what, because I think he had mentioned that there's going to be different options for the houses. I'm not sure in the middle. But yeah, I love working on this. It's very calming. But you can't fudge it because it's also geometric. You have to, it has to be right. Although I did fudge something already. I'm not telling you where it is. I'm just hoping it works out. Anyway, so yeah, loving that. I'm doing this on a 36 count white Zweigart that I tea dyed for about 3 seconds. And I'm using DMC 3750 and 932. It's either 3750 or 3850. I always forget, but it's blue. Love it. Love it. Gonna marry it. My next work in progress is Joan Sands by Modern Folk Embroidery. I'm doing this as a stitch along with a bunch of weirdos. And this is my progress. Oh, here's what it's supposed to look like. And here's my progress. I haven't done much on it lately. I'm going out west next week for 10 days, and this will be one of 2 projects that I take with me that I'll focus on while I'm there. I am doing a Leo and Roxy conversion, and I'm not quite sure what this fabric is. It's 36 count though. It was in my stash. And I love working on it. I love doing eyelets. I love doing eyelets. My next work in progress, oh, my Heaven and Earth designs. Here's a picture of what it will look like when it's done. Ha 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 ha. And I haven't worked on it in about a month, but I worked on it a fair bit right after my last video. So let's see what we got here. So that's where I am. Oh, I'll move Yoda, Baby Yoda. You don't need to see him. I love Baby Yoda. Of course I love Baby Yoda. You'd have to be a real Brenda not to love Baby Yoda. Brenda. So there I am. I started in on the cherry blossoms, and it's really just a lot of background at this point. A lot of tan and orangey background, and that's okay. I like working on the easy grid. I never have before. Doing the 1/1 though is a little tough on my hands, so I can't do it for 12 hours a day. But yeah, I really like working on it. It's fun. I'll get back to that when I come back from my trip out west. All right, and my last, oh no, I have one. Almost forgot about this one. In my last video, I showed you some cotton threads that Jacob from Modern Folk Embroidery had sent me to use in lieu of silk. And I wanted to try them out on 56 count. So I had this piece of 56 white Zweigart that I got from Kitten Stitcher. And I did this little guy with the colors. Now this is a Kitten Stitcher design. Hers is in monochrome. I just wanted to try it out for fun. Oh, see all this stuff here? That's stuff that I'm supposed to frog out, but I haven't taken it out yet. Sorry. So this is what I've got so far, and I think it's pretty cute on 56 count. And it wasn't bad. I had magnification and it was fine. So yeah, I'd kind of forgotten about this one because I put it away. But maybe I'll get back to that. Lots of fun. Oh, this is what the chart looks like. And this is what I've got. Look how my hand covers it. So tiny. What else? Oh, I have this, the Modern Folk Embroidery. Yeah, it's the Jacob party. It always is. He's a genius. The Modern Folk Embroidery, this is it here. I can't pronounce the name, but we call it the Hanky Sal. And this is what I have so far. I've gone all the way across. So this is, the M is where it ends. And I'm working my way down the left-hand side so that I can cut the linen. And I've probably got about another 8 inches to go at the bottom. It's big, it's 450 by 485 or something like that. But it's really fun to work on. The motifs are all kind of far apart, so you got to count, but that means I feel like I'm getting a lot done. But yeah, the colors are pretty great. The sort of dusty purple and the gold, the dusty gold, dusty purple. Really neat. So yeah, I'm liking that. Jacob's a genius. I have some finishes. I finished 3 models for Caroline. She is collaborating with Jacob for Modern Folk Embroidery now and providing some charts in using the Leo and Roxy floss that she is the sole distributor for. And she asked me to do a couple of some models. So one so far has been released, and that's the Rule of Life. And this is my finish of that here. It's with Caroline now, and she is providing it with a loving home. 2 of the other models, one I think is going to be released next week, and then the 3rd one is the mystery sampler that she and Jacob are putting out. It was really fun to stitch, and I did it on 28 count with 2 strands, not something I'm used to doing, haven't done that for a long time, and I really enjoyed it, more than I thought I would. It was kind of satisfying, and because the holes are a little bit bigger, it went fast and was easy to see. So if you're humming and hawing about doing it on a smaller count fabric, a 28 or a 32, I think it actually is preferable because there are queen stitches in there, and I think when you get to like 36 and 40 count, you can't really see the detail on queen stitches unless you're Ellen Chester or something, and you're sort of a seasoned pro at making those specialty stitches. But for me, on the lower count, the queen stitches, the detail really showed up. You could see them really well. So if you're hemming and hawing about having using 28 or 32 count, do not, because it's a small thing and your stitches will show up better. I'm telling you. I also had a little finish, and I did this because Laura told me to, the cereal starter. This is Pineberry Lane Merry Little Stitches. Did I bring it up? I did not. This is what it looks like here. And I just did 2 of them, the Santa and the Singing Angels. This is on 40 count pie crust with the called for DMC. Pretty cute, right? Now I have to get them made into things. You can, the angels are a little bit, hard to see, but that's okay because this fabric is so grotty. Look at this. Look how disgusting this is. I love it. It really looks old, like old time, especially the angels. The Santa is, it's prim, but the angels look like it could have been made, 80 years ago. I love Kitten Stitcher's son's fabric, Graham. I love his fabrics. The big finishes. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I've had a couple of big finishes. Finally finished Dutch Beauty, Permian of Copenhagen. I'm not going to show you the chart because you know what it looks like. And there we are in all of its glory on 36 count platinum using the called for DMC. I did iron this, but I guess I folded it after I ironed it, so I'm going to come in for a close up. Yeah, there she is. Took me just over a year, 13 months to do. But you all know that I stitch the same speed as everyone. No, I stitch the same number of hours as everyone and the same speed. I just stitch more hours in a session than most people do because I don't have a life right now. Mama's not working right now, is she? Although Mama's shows have been rescheduled for February, so fingers crossed. America, go get your vaccine so that I can come there and earn money so I can buy more cross stitch. America. Yep, so there's Dutch Beauty. I guess I'll have to sell a kidney and get it framed. Ooh. Or just wear it as a cape or a death shroud. Pretty nice death shroud. But I deserve the best. I really do. Okay, so that's Dutch Beauty. And my most recent, oh, I'm so glad this one is done. This is Sheep May Safely Graze, Alice Smith, 1841. And here she is, all done. Oh my God! This was no joke. There's a bit of over one, but it's manageable. Some of the little apples in the trees were a little tedious. You can see I don't know if it's focusing or not, but you can see in the tree there's like tons of 1/1 apples. The sheep down here are supposed to be 1/1, but I was able to do them over 2 just because of the way that they were charted. Their tails I did 1/1. The dog is 1/1. I made a few changes. Used a different color inside the windows because the chart called for green and I wanted it to not look like the interior was green. So I did it in dark brown, 3371. And I also put my initials up here and my husband's initials. That's my initials and those are Brian's initials. And I changed the text to be the lyrics. Fiona doesn't approve. These are lyrics from a verse from one of my very favorite songs by Gregory Alan Isaacoff. And then I put the year down there instead of Alice's name. She won't mind. So yeah. And again, I will have to get this framed, and that won't be cheap. But it's worth it because look how freaking glorious this is. One more look. You need to look. Look at that border. Blood, sweat, and tears. Okay. Oh, I love it. I'm also glad it's done because I won't be doing that one again anytime soon. Okay. So those are my finishes. I have fully finished objects, if you can believe that. Let's grab those. This is I don't have the pillow forms in, I just had them made into pillows. Look at this. This is the Stacey Nash Pig Pin Keep. I think that's what it's called. And I had it made into a cushion with some nice pink velvet trim. I have a buddy who, not Ryan, but another friend who does my soft finishing for me. Because Ryan's a busy guy. He doesn't have time to do all my finishing for me. Do you, Ryan? So isn't that cute? I changed the word pigs up here to April, who is a pig at the Happily Ever Esther Farm Sanctuary, who has 5 piglets. Or they're not piglets anymore. Here is a project bag. I had some, I was doing a little needlepoint carpet. Not like a big carpet, but it was like it was going to be about, 2 feet by 1 feet. And I made a really big mistake in it. And I was so frustrated that I just didn't want to finish it, but I had about half done. So I had it made into a project bag instead. Isn't that beautiful? This is needlepoint done in wool on 18 count mono canvas. The pattern is by My Treasure Island on Etsy. I'll link below. But yeah, isn't it gorgeous? So I have to think of something lovely to put in there. Oh, it just looks so like a beautiful carpet, because that's what the design is. Yeah, and it's just backed with velvet, because that's how I roll. I'm fancy. I finally got my couple of my detectives made into something. I was tired of trying to think of the perfect thing. So I had Columbo and Quincy made into pillows. Still have to get the pillow forms, but there's Columbo, just backed and trimmed with velvet. There he is. This is needlepoint done on 18 count mono canvas in wool, Paternian wool, if that matters. I don't even know if you can get Paternian wool anymore. And here's Quincy, he's a bit bigger. I did these many years ago, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago. And they were just waiting to be finished. Yep. So now they're cushions, ready for my cats to scratch to hell and pee on. And here is a little prairie schooler, Santa. I think this is from the Santa Rides pamphlet. And I had this little guy made into a bag. Isn't he cute? And my guy just put a nice simple cording, so this can just hang on a door or something with some candy canes and greenery, or what have you. And here is because they are. I had mentioned in one of my very earliest floss tubes that French knots are indeed bullshit, because I was talking about, I had worked on Beth Twist's Heartstring Sampler's cat sampler, and it has French knots in it, which I did not do because French knots are bullshit. So Beth Twist charted this for me, and I stitched it in some thread that Caroline from Off the Grid gave me. So nice little cord. It's just same linen. I have to keep this one away from the cats. So that's that. Okay, so that's works in progresses, finishes, fully finished objects, haul. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Alas, I don't have a ton of haul. I got some oh crap, I didn't write them down. I got some charts on just downloads. So I'm just going to insert a little video of all of them here with the information, because there were like 5 of them and I don't remember their names or the information off the top of my head because I did not write it down because I'm a ding dong. So I'll insert a little photo montage of some of my download purchases here. I also got some linen because I love linen. Some people collect charts. I collect linen. From Traditional Stitches, I got some vintage pecan butter 40 count for the Sarah Spencer Hands Across the Sea. This is a little smaller than I had thought it was going to be. I might have some trouble using it on my Q-snap, but I'm going to give it a college try. Yeah, so I waited a long time for this, but we know that's what you do when you order linen, especially lakeside. You just have to wait. So I'm glad that that finally came in. I got some Color and Cotton white tea, which is one of my very favorite colors. This took less time than I thought it was going to, only maybe in 6 weeks or something. But look at this color. It's just the perfect color because it's so light, and I like a lighter linen, but it does have very subtle modeling. This is 36 count and it's a half yard. I also got some 40 count vintage flagstone from Lakeside. I just got this from 123 Stitch when they randomly had some. So I think this is a fat quarter. I don't know. I don't actually know what I'm going to put on this. Yeah, I'm sure I'll come up with something. So yeah, that's my linen haul. I also got some needles, but that's boring. You don't want to see that. I did get a bunch of Leo and Roxy floss, but I've had a few deliveries of that since my last video. So I'm just going to show you my Leo and Roxy floss monster. It's growing. I love it. I love it. Which one is my favorite, you ask? Is that it? Oh, that's, yes. I like Dark Sage. It came off the card, so I had to make my own. There's Dark Sage. And this is Merlot. And where's Hussy? I think I have Hussy. Did you send me Hussy, Caroline? I think you did. Yes, Hussy. Hussy is grand, and I think a few of us are going to do a Modern Folk Embroidery small in Hussy. Little stitch along. We talked about that yesterday briefly. Is that happening? Are we doing that little, what is it? It's just a little thing. I think it's like a biscornu or something. I don't want a biscornu. Can I just make it into a picture or something? But we're thinking of doing it in Hussy because that's Caroline's favorite color. And as we know, we are all Caroline's bitch, but me especially. So that's my haul. Is that everything? Yeah, I think it is. Wife of the week. It wasn't hard picking the wife of the week this week because this woman is, I think we're connected in no tenuous manner, in a real strong connection via poop, and a love for Baby Yoda and all things cat. She's a fantastic human being. She's a lawyer. She's got great hair and a nice rack. I'm talking about Betsey Kleger. Betsey, you're my wife of the week. Love you, girl. My bit on the side? She's sassy. She's smart-assy. And she's one of my very favorite Tassies. I'm talking about Cathy Purdon. Cathy Taz Purdon on Instagram. Cathy, you're my bit on the side this week. Okay. So I think that's it, lovers. Today is World Embroidery Day, apparently. Who knew? So get out there and embroider or cross stitch or whatever. I think that's it. I always feel like I've forgotten something. It doesn't matter. Unless I've forgotten to thank someone. Thank you for watching this nonsense. Holy crap. I appreciate it. I love hearing from you in the comments. Love knowing what you're stitching on. And just generally love connecting with my stitching peeps. So until next time, which I hope won't be 2 months. No promises, but I will try to keep it sooner than 2 months. Not that you care. There's a lot of Flosstube out there. I'll try to have it sooner than 2 months because then it just gets overwhelming. I thought this was going to be a lot longer, but this is like 35 minutes. No biggie, no biggie. Until next time, my dear friends, keep safe, get vaccinated if you can, and rock on.